My office desk is always a little cluttered because I have a lot of things that I'm trying to take care of, and the stuff on my desk is just a constant reminder of things I need to do, appointments I need to follow through on, and just information that I need to communicate. But on my desk, along with all of the notes and the things that I have, I keep some mementos, some little things as reminders. And it might sound odd, probably does, because I'm a little odd, but I actually have on my desk two different size rocks. One is a little tiny rock that I keep actually on a post-it note, the sticky part of a post-it note. So I'm going to hold this up here. I mean, look how tiny that thing is. I know this is crazy, and you might say, what in the world do you have this little tiny pebble on a post-it note on your desk for? Well, one day when I was coming into the office, I had parked up in the upper lot, walking through the gravels, and as I was walking through the gravels, that little tiny stone flipped up, got into my shoe, and the entire time that I walked from the upper parking lot across the blacktop, down into the church, down the hallways, through the hallways into my office, I felt the pain of that little tiny pebble in my shoe, and I just couldn't wait to get in my office, sit down, take my shoe off, and get that little tiny rock out of there. Now, when I was walking, it felt like it was really big because it's sharp. It has sharp edges on it, and it was fairly painful. When I got it out, I couldn't believe how tiny it was. Something so small was causing so much pain. It was a reminder to me as a pastor, but also in life, that little things are important. Little things need to be dealt with. They can't be ignored, especially when we're feeling pressure in life, pressure in certain circumstances and situations. It makes the pain even worse. And so I'm just sharing that with you today to say, don't let the little things in your marriage, in your home life, with your parenting, on your job, whatever it is you do, especially in your relationship with the Lord, don't let the little things go unaddressed. Things that are causing you discomfort or pain, no matter how small they may be, you need to make sure that you're taking that to the Lord. You're doing what you need to do to address that and to get it taken care of. But so that's one reminder. Then I've got another rock on my desk that is another reminder to me. It's a little bigger rock, and I'm not sure what kind of rock this is. I think it might be some kind of a mica schist type of rock. I'm not way into geology. I studied it, of course, in high school a little bit, but with the various rock formations. But the reason I have this rock on my desk is because back a few years ago, I was having some health issues, wasn't feeling very good. We were down visiting our daughter in North Carolina, and it's beautiful there. And we were walking on some trails, and this one particular trail that we were walking on was pretty mountainous and pretty elevated. And so it was causing me some challenge that day. Wasn't in the greatest shape, wasn't feeling too good. And I was feeling, a little winded. And so as we kept going up and up and up the incline, I began to get concerned. I was like, well, okay, I'm getting winded here. Is this something going on with my heart, or what's happening? But I didn't want to scare anybody. I didn't want to worry them. So I didn't say anything. I just prayed as we were walking. We would pause, take a few breaks and rest. And I would just kind of turn my head a little bit and say a little prayer and say, Lord, just give me strength to get to the top of this trail, because the top of the trail was at the top of the mountain. Well, God helped me to get to the top of that mountain. On the way, I was able to take some beautiful pictures. When we got to the top of that trail, the vista just opened up, and we were able to look out over several different mountain peaks, all lush green trees, just beautiful there around the Asheville, North Carolina area. It was wonderful. And I was so glad that I was able to make it to the top. And near the top, as we reached the top of the trail, this was one of the rocks that was laying there. There was all kinds of stone and rocks, because that area of the trail was very stony. And I just picked it up because to me it was a reminder to trust God with the things that we're worried about. And when we think that maybe we're not going to make it to the top, just keep praying, trusting, pressing on. And so I stuck that rock in my pocket, and ever since when we came back home, I've put it on my desk, and it's a reminder to me also of when we're facing tough times as a church or in ministry or personally or whatever it is, to keep trusting God. Pray, ask for his strength, ask for his perseverance. Take breaks when you need to, get a little bit of rest, but ask him to help you to persevere. And in the scripture I want to share with you today, it's actually in 1 Samuel chapter 7, and just going to read verses 11 through 16, because Samuel did this when the nation of Israel was able to win a victory against their enemy, the Philistines, who had been oppressing them. Samuel was thankful for that victory, and he was giving thanks to God. And it says in the scriptures that Samuel took a stone because it was going to be a reminder to the nation of Israel of how God had helped them to get a victory over their enemy, the Philistines. And he set that stone up, and he gave that stone a name, and that name was Stone of Help. And it's the biblical name is Ebenezer, and that word Ebenezer in Hebrew means stone of help. And it was just simply a reminder. They weren't worshiping the stone. It was a reminder of the victory that God had given them. So listen to this scripture passage. Again, 1 Samuel chapter 7, verses 11 through 14 actually is all I'm going to read. Afterward, Samuel took a stone, set it upright between Mizpah and Shin. He named it Ebenezer, explaining, "The Lord has helped us to this point." So the Philistines were subdued and did not invade Israel's territory again. The Lord's hand was against the Philistines all of Samuel's life. The cities from Ekron to Gath, which they had taken from Israel, were restored. Israel even rescued their surrounding territories from Philistine control. There was also peace between Israel and the Amorites. So I hope this little devotion today encourages you, whatever those stones are in your life, whether the little things that cause pain, give it to God, address it, do what you need to, don't let it go, don't ignore it. Take the steps that you need to address those little things in your life. And then when it comes to the other situations, the challenges in life that you face, trust God, pray, take the breaks you need to, but trust God to give you the strength to get through. And when he does, find something that you can use as a reminder, a memorial of how God has helped you through that situation. So what's your Ebenezer stone? This is mine. This is my reminder. And there's been lots of things in my life that I think of that are reminders of victories that God has given me. But look around and give thanks for the things that God has done in your life to give you strength and help get you through, because he's helping us through, even through this COVID-19 and everything that we face. Raise up that Ebenezer stone and say, God is my help, and this stone is the reminder of that help that he's given me. And of course, the best rock of all is the rock of ages, the rock of Jesus Christ. He's that firm foundation we can build on. So God bless you. Have a great weekend. We look forward to seeing you Sunday or you seeing us online, but stay close to the Lord as we go through this time.